Hey everyone, welcome to this video tutorial on how to set up the title page of your research paper. So the first thing that I want you to do is to navigate to Google Drive, and then once you're in Google Drive, I want you to click on our shared English folder so that you're inside of the shared folder. Now once you're inside of the shared folder, go up to the top left-hand corner and click on the New button to make a new Google Doc. So once that comes up here, the first thing that I want us to do before we even start typing anything into the document itself is we're going to go ahead and name this. We are going to name this based on our last names. So we'll put our last name, SP for Senior Project, Research Paper. Okay, so once you have that typed in there, go ahead and click out of it. And before we actually set up your name on the title page, we have to make headers on these pages. So the first thing that you're going to do is to get into the header, you have to double click in that space above where the cursor's at. So once you're up there, you see that it says header. Now the first page header is going to be different from all the rest of the pages in your research paper. So before we even start typing in there, go over here where it says different first page and select the box there so that there's a check mark there. Now once we have our first page header set up, the first thing you want to do before anything is making sure that this is Times New Roman 12-point font. So we're going to change that font there. And then I want us to get the cursor away from the top of the page. So we're going to hit enter once, and then from here we're going to put a label. This label is going to be running head with a capital R. And then we're going to put a colon, the two dots, and following the colon you have your title in all caps. So whenever you come up with that, you got to make sure that you replace the word title there with whatever your title is. So after you've got that typed up, you can go ahead and click out of the header. And now we're back into the document, which means that it went back to Arial 11. So go ahead and change this to Times New Roman 12. And once you've got your font set up, let's go ahead and center our text because our title is going to be in the center of the text. And also while we're here, let's go ahead and make this double spaced. So go over to where it says line spacing and make sure you select double. And in order to get to the middle of the page, I know this is going to sound crazy, hit the enter button 9 times. That really gets you close to the middle of the page. So the first thing that you're going to type is your title, whenever you know what that is. For now I'm just putting title. That's on the first line. Then you hit enter, and then you're going to put your name, first and last. After you've got your name, you hit enter, and we're going to type Pioneer Career and Technology Center. And the last line of that, I want you to put whatever your lab program name is. So I'm just going to put Teaching Professions. Okay, so that is going to establish your title page and all the information that's needed for that. Now, once we've got that, let's go ahead and hit enter until we come up with a new page. Okay, so now that we've got our new page, we have to set up the header for all the rest of the pages in our paper. So let's go ahead and double click in that area again to get back up in the header of this page. And so now this is going to set this up. Again, it went back to Arial 11, so let's make that Times New Roman 12-point font. And again, we want to get away from the top of the page, so let's hit enter once. And here, it's going to be similar to the first page, but your title is only going to be here, and that running head label is no longer there. So we just have the title in all caps on the remainder of the pages. And once you have that typed out there, you can just click back into your document, so you're done with that. And there's one more step that I want you guys to follow, and that is adding the page numbers to the document. So go ahead, and I like to scroll up to the top here so that I can see that it shows up on the first page. Scroll up to the top, make sure you're not clicked into any of the headers or anything. Actually, let's just put the cursor right there. And we're going to go up to where it says insert and hover over header and page number. Hover over page number. And then you want the one in the top right hand corner. So go ahead, the one where it says the numbers in the top right hand corner, but this is the left hand corner. Alright, so click on this one right here. And this sets up your page numbers. So we've got the 1 right there, And then if we scroll to the second page, look, the number 2 showed up on page 2. So that is all set to go. All right, and then one last detail is your title one more time is going to go right here before your first full introduction paragraph. You'll end up putting your title there. If you hit enter and left justify so that your paragraphs are set up in left justification and hit tab, here is where your first sentence will go. All right, so that's setting up the title page of your research paper. Let me know if you have any questions from here on out, and hopefully you learned how to set that up. All right, thanks. Bye.